back then, like I said, I was so excited to finally find my thing that I became obsessed about it. But it was to the detriment of everything else in my life.
That's how it always works.
Yeah, it was like, yeah. So I was like, it wasn't healthy, but it was necessary.
Yeah, if you want to get really good at everything, that's the problem. Like someone has a quote about that.
It's like that's why Tom Brady getting divorced.
You think that's why?
Yeah, because you can't be that good and you can't be a great anything and be a
good other things.
Yeah, I mean maybe you could be great at maybe you be a great husband and a great quarterback. But you can't be a great quarterback, a great husband, a great father, a great friend, a great
businessman.
Yeah, it's like you can't. It's
That's why they're getting on for that FTX shit. I'm like, do you think he read that? Do you think he had any idea what that even was about?
No.
They just said, I'll give you $5 million to say this. And he was like, all right. Or whatever it was. Probably more than that.
Yeah, he's like, sure. He, in the middle of watching film, he's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's probably laser obsessed with football.
Yeah, I think the best you can be, if you want to be a great comedian, the best you can be is a very good anything else.
Right.
Yeah. You can be a very good dad. You can be a very good husband and a great comedian.
I think there was also like the wife didn't want him to go back to playing football.
Yeah,
she wanted him to look
because she's tired of being second. Women don't like. Listen, why you think if you ask the average woman how they feel about their husband's PlayStation, they gonna all be like, they fucking hate that device because he chooses it over them constantly, right? And it's like, and I feel like.
That's very interesting.
I feel like the way some people feel loved is they need to know that you'll pick them over that other thing.
Right.
At least sometimes, and they'll start creating scenarios. Well, what if, a bunch of comics have jokes about like their wife going, if I had no legs, would you still love me and shit like that?
Right.
And it's like. It's the same thing. It's like they start creating scenarios where like, okay, babe, I love that you're a comedian. I know that's how I met you, and it's the most important thing in your life. But like, my mom just died. Can't you come to the? No, I have a gig. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or okay, but it's our anniversary. You went out the last 3 nights. Can't you? No. It's like eventually that shit's gonna get exhausting. Where it's like, I can't get you to pick me ever. It's not gonna last.
But it depends, though. Some women are supportive of that.
Yeah, remember that movie? Have you seen that documentary? Oh yeah, you talked to the guy, the solo climb guy.
Yes.
Same thing with that. Where like he told that girl like, I'm gonna always pick this climbing shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna always climb.
Yeah.
Go home.
Like if you are the greatest of the great.
Yeah, if you're gonna be the greatest of the great, you can't be.
Yeah. You don't have time for anything else.
No.
How many people are trying to be the greatest quarterback of all time?
Well,
it's like him and a couple other dudes in the conversation, right?
Well, and yeah, because it's a delicate balance if you're trying to make that happen on purpose. Because like I forget the kid's name, but they called him Robo Quarterback. Where like his dad tried to make him that.
Yeah,
and it drove him nuts.
Marinovich.
Yeah.
Todd Marinovich. Right?
Yeah, and it's like you can't, because there's a delicate balance because you got to instill it in them, but you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Marv Marinovich guy went on to train BJ Penn.